Welcome to this video number 1.6 and problem 1.2 on simple gas turbine, and this problem deals with how to tackle pressure drop in combustion chamber. Problem statement goes like this. In a gas turbine plant, the intake temperature and pressure are 1 bar and 18 degrees Celsius respectively. The air is then compressed to a pressure of 4.1 bar by a compressor whose isentropic efficiency is 80%. The temperature of the gas, whose properties may be assumed to resemble with those of air, is raised to 645 degrees Celsius in the combustion chamber, where there is a pressure drop of 0.1 bar. Expansion to atmospheric pressure then occurs. If the thermal efficiency of the plant is to be 19%, what must be the isentropic efficiency of the turbine? The mass of the fuel may be neglected and take gamma value is equal to 1.4. So let us draw the schematic of this problem first. From problem statement it is clear that it is an open cycle because gas after expansion in the turbine is directly exhausted to the atmosphere. So figure 1 represents open cycle gas turbine having compressor, combustion chamber, turbine. Process 1 to 2 is compression, 2 to 3 heat addition, and 3 to 4 expansion in the turbine. Now the processes ideal and actual taking place in the open cycle gas turbine are represented on PV and TS charts for this open cycle. So on PV diagram and TS diagram, the cycle represented by green continuous line represents ideal cycle 1, 2, 3, 4, whereas the curve shown by dotted line and in red represents actual process. So process 1 to 2 is isentropic compression, whereas 1 to 2 dash represents actual compression. 2 to 3, let's say, represents isobaric heat addition, whereas 2 to 3 represents actual heat addition in the combustion chamber. 3 to 4 represents isentropic expansion in the gas turbine, whereas 3 to 4 dash represents actual expansion in the turbine, and 4 dash 1 represents heat rejection to the atmosphere. So this is the required PV and TS charts for the given process. There is a pressure drop from pressure P2 to P3 here, P2 to P3 in the combustion chamber. Then you have been given that inlet pressure, as you can see here, 1 bar and 18 degrees Celsius. So point 1 represents the inlet condition to the combustion chamber, and process 4 to 1 there is no pressure loss during heat rejection. So P1 will be equal to P4 is equal to 1 bar, that is inlet pressure of the compressor and exit pressure of the turbine, both are same. P1 is 18 degrees Celsius to 91 Kelvin. P2 is given as 4.1 bar, that is after compression So after compression, the pressure is P2 is equal to 4.1 bar. This will be equal to P2 dash, okay, equal to, okay. Then maximum temperature is given. The temperature of the gas raised in the combustion chamber is 645 degrees Celsius. So it is T3 and it is 918 Kelvin. Efficiency of the compressor is given as 80%. Isothermal efficiency, thermal efficiency of the gas turbine power plant is given as 19%. Gamma value is 1.4 for both gas and air. And pressure drop in the combustion chamber delta P23 or delta P dash 3, that is P2 minus P3, is 0.1 bar. Now assumptions, we have to make some assumptions. So assumption number 1, all the processes are in steady state. 2, no changes in kinetic and potential energy of the fluids. 3, properties of compressed air and gas are same, that is specific heat for air and gas are same, let's say 1.005 kilojoule per kg Kelvin, and gamma A is equal to gamma G is equal to gamma is equal to 1.4. And last one, neglecting the mass flow rate of fuel. So you are supposed to find out isotropic efficiency of turbine. So let us solve this numerical. So first, let us consider the pressure drop during the process. So it can be calculated as P2 dash P2 minus P3 or P2 dash minus P3. The pressure drop is 0.1 bar. P2 is given as 4.1 bar. So from here I can calculate P3. That is pressure of the exhaust gas coming out from combustion chamber. So P3 is 4 bar. There is a drop of 0.1 bar while the gas is passing through combustion chamber. Now we will go as per our standard procedure. We will try to find out all the required temperatures, that is 1, 2 dash, 3 and 4 dash. Let us start our calculations from the very first process 1 to 2. Let me consider first. So process 1 to 2 is an isentropic compression. So what does it mean? P2 over T1 is equal to P2 over P1 gamma minus 1 over gamma. T1 is, the value of T1 is 291 Kelvin. P2 is 4.1. P1 is 1 bar over 1.4 minus 1 over 1.4. So from here the value of T2, that is temperature at the end of the compression, comes out 435.5 Kelvin. Now let us consider actual process 1 2 dash. Process 1 to 2 dash is an actual compression process. So here isentropic efficiency of the compression will come into picture, and that is nothing but ratio of isentropic compression work to the actual compression work. So it is given by Cp T2 minus T1 over Cp T2 dash minus T1. It is also given as H2 minus H1. So isentropic work is expressed in terms of enthalpy as H2 minus H1 to the H2 dash minus H1. And in terms of temperature, it can be represented this way. So isentropic efficiency of compression is 0.8. T2 is 435.5 minus 291 over T2 dash minus 291. So T2 dash comes out 471.6 Kelvin. So this is the temperature of the gas after compression. So we have T1 temperature, we have T2 dash, we have T3. Now we are supposed to calculate T4 and T4 dash. That is temperature of the exhaust gas after expansion. So let us consider once again process 3 to 4. Now process 3 to 4 is an isentropic expansion. What does it mean? I can have this thermodynamic relation P3 over P4, gamma minus 1 over gamma. P4 is equal to P1. So T3 is, we have the value of T3 as 918. T4 we are supposed to calculate. P3 I could calculate as 4 and P4 is 1. And 1.4 minus 1 over 0.4. So from here the value of T4 comes out 617.8 Kelvin. So now we have the temperature of the gas after expansion T4. Now my aim is to calculate T4 dash. Only then I can calculate isentropic efficiency of compressor. Okay. Now consider process 2 to 3 is an heat addition process in the combustion chamber. So from here I can get the value of heat supplied, that is Cp T2 minus Cp T3 minus T2 dash. So heat supplied Cp T3 is 918 minus T2 dash is 471.6. So heat supplied comes out 446.4 kilojoule per kg. Now we have the value of isothermal efficiency is given to us. W net over heat supplied, and this can be W net can be calculated as WT minus WC, that is turbine work minus compressor work. Thermal efficiency is given as 0.19. Turbine work can be calculated as Cp into T3 minus T4 dash, and compressor work is T2 dash minus T1 divided by 446.4, and this is Cp. So Cp is common everywhere, it will get cancelled out. Now 0.19 is equal to T3 is 918 minus T4 dash, I have to calculate. T2 dash is 471.6 minus 291 divided by 446.4. So from here, the value of T4 dash comes out 652.6 Kelvin. So this is the actual temperature of the gas after actual expansion. Now process 3 to 4 dash is an actual expansion process. So here turbine efficiency will come into picture, and it can be given as H3 minus H4 dash over H3 minus H4. This is actual turbine work to the isentropic turbine work. So this can be calculated as Cp into T3 minus T4 dash over Cp into T3 minus T4. Let us put all the values of temperatures. T3 is 918 minus 652.6 over 918 minus T4 we had calculated earlier 617.8. So from here the value of thermal isentropic efficiency will be 0.884 or 88.4%. So this way you can solve such numerical. So by solving this problem actually you will be able to tackle the pressure drop in either of the component. Here the pressure drop is taking place in the combustion chamber. So we have taken into consideration that pressure drop to calculate the other parameters. So with this I come to an end of this numerical. Happy learning.